Okay, guys, we're set. All right. Okay. All right, guys. So we're set for today live reflection. Yes, we're set. Apologies for streaming a bit label. It's fine. So we're set, guys, and we really have something on our thumbnail to really trick today, and so I guess we're really going to be emphasizing a lot on it, a lot on it. So, okay, okay, guys. So, okay, starting mainly, and we just started now. Like, we're just about entering into what we have today mainly. So, firstly, is we're going to be doing welcoming. We're going to be doing welcoming. We're going to be doing welcoming. All right. All right. So. All right. Okay. So, firstly is more of welcoming. So we're going to be doing welcoming, like we're going to be welcoming our new viewers, our new audience, any viewer that you're like, we're going to be welcoming you in this live room section, and it's going to be wow. Anyway, guys, this UF graphics, starting with this UF graphics, and if you're seeing us for the first time, well, if you're seeing us for the first time, much love, or is not taken for granted. And if this is your first time of seeing or joining our live stream section, we regard that so much. Is never taken for granted. So, guys, like we just started, and we're about heading deeply. So we're going to be doing more of a coming, more like our tradition with gas, like we just started. So we ought to welcome people to the to the live stream session. So first stage, just like okay, okay, I don't know. I don't have energy today. So we're going to be welcoming. So we're welcoming you if you're a returning viewer, if you're a first time viewer, if you're a new audience, any audience that you're like, your presence here means a lot. Yeah, your presence here means a lot, and we're not taking it for granted. Much love. You have regards that. So, guys, like we just started, and we have something to really treat on today. So we just welcome. So I just hope I have few audience already. They are quite a number. Though although this they are small, but this is a movement, and we're growing. Yes, we're growing. That's what we believed. Okay, guys. So I so much appreciate every single being on this live stream section actively participating. So you guys, I'm okay. I don't know. It's a kind of no, like it's something normal. Like if you get to join, you just tell us your country, then we'll hype your country, then we'll be proceeding. So that's more like what we normally do here. Do you get? Is more like our tradition. So I don't see anything wrong with that. So by the way, that's the but the ground is open. We can get to drop your location. Not really location, just your country. It will be like such a lovely country, such a lovely country. Well, it's low milli. God, oh my bad. If I'm not able to pronounce your name, well, oh, I really apologize if I'm not able to pronounce it well. Well, you're welcome to the live stream section. Your presence is regarded. Much love, much love, much love. Anyways, sit tight, sit tight, sit tight. We're going to be progressing. Like we have a lot to talk. We have something on our thumbnail, so that's what we're going to be really emphasizing. So, guys, we have what's it called? We call them VIP audience. Now we call them VIP. Do you know why we call them VIP audience? Because they have been with us like ever since it started. We've been streaming over 4 months now, and we're streaming every day, no missing any day. And these people, most of the times, they are often joining our live message. So we call them our VIP audience. So they are more like, maybe I don't know, like they are more like people that have been with us. So if you want to be a part of our VIP audience, tell us your name. We'll add your name here. I'm being serious. Like we usually add lovely audience their name. I'm being serious now. So and we usually promise them cookies. we usually tell them that don't worry, anytime we'll be in your country, we'll bring cookies for you. That's what we do here. Anyway, guys, I'm just kidding. You all are welcome. We're going to be I want to type something on the this thing. Well, pardon me to do that. Few minutes. Okay, start. Let me just type something on the this thing. Okay. To answer that, I'm a Nigerian, an undergraduate student. Precisely Nigerian. Do you know Nigerian people? We are good people. Say, Shebi, we are good people. Like talk true. Shebi, we are good people. I know now. I know you know that we're good people already. Yes, Nigerians are good people, and we're always doing good. I don't know. We have hot tempered people in my country. Oh, yes. Let not say well, we have good people as well. Let's just say we have more of good people in my country. Best to say so. Yeah, best to say that we have more of good people in my country because I don't know. I will still type what I want to type, but let me because there is this man that they usually is also in my country. They usually call him like I don't know his real name, but the man he's always gymming. Do you get? He's always gymming and he's always looking for somebody to beat in my country. They he usually say he's also on YouTube. I don't know his or what's he called like platform's name like his official name on social media, but I know that yes, like he's doing content. I know. I don't really know the person's name. Do you mean the content that you typed? Do you mean the person? I'm just trying to tell you a person in my country that usually angry. If he gets you, he will just like he's just wanting to fight. Like he's just always looking for someone to beat. So if we're saying that we have good people in my country, we can say we have more of good people, not all, because you get people where they look for trouble. Yeah. So that's just it too. I'm being serious. But me, you can trust me now. Let me not judge myself, but I'd be good person small. Yeah. Let's say small. Let's say small. I want to put something on the chat. To pay something on my okay. I just typed something. This is our dream. Is it a dream or a target? It's more like target. I don't even know where to paste this thing. I just hope this thing is not blocking my view. Yeah. User user, you're welcome to the live room section. Much love. Uh thanks for joining our next live room section. We're not taking your presence for granted. Anyway, user, tell us your country. We love to know your country. We love to know your country. If you tell us your country, we may bring cookies for you. Yeah. User will send you. Tell us your country. Then we'll think. We're not assuring you. We'll calculate if we're going to be bringing cookies. Yeah. That is it. I'm dragging this thing down. Why is it not placing down? I just need it a bit down. I don't know. It's still blocking my view. Wow. User, are you serious? Wait, you're in my country. I've seen my brother or my sister. Please, what's your gender? Sorry for asking. What's your gender? User, tell us your gender. You're in my country. Oh my God. Tell me your location. I'll come and bring cookies for you. At least I will not need to transport too much since you're in my country. Why is he stressing me? Well, so on the essence of that, we're still waiting for user to tell us. Is our call okay, Mel? Oshe, now your bro. If it's my country to tell you, now one love, bro. To tell you, bro. Now we bro, now we bro. Well, you're welcome, bro. Much love. I regards that so much. Thanks for joining the live stream session. Okay, guys. We're progressing was set. We just started we started a few minutes ago, and we actually have something in our thumbnail. And if you're just seeing us for the first time, we're very very simple, and our goal, our target is very very simple. How far now? As how now? Is it possible? Wait, normally, wait. I'm disagreeing. I no agree. It's not possible. Why you said male before, and that's the one I don't they call you bro already. They tell you now. What was I even saying? I was saying something. Now we bro. Now we bro. And you're now telling me it's female. Is it possible? Like, you want me to believe you? Oh God, I cannot. I don't dey fear now. God I beg. I'm really scared now. So user, you want me to believe that you're a female? Hmm. Well, I'm already having a dual mindset now. I don't even know the word to believe again. I don't know, but well, user. Hmm. Let me leave gender. Let me address you as user now. So either of the gender, you're so much welcome to the live stream section, anyways, and much love. So we're progressing. We have something to really restrict on our thumbnail. If you're tuning up for the first time, maybe we just say our what's it called, our objective. I don't know if this thing blocking my view. I'm perceiving that it's blocking my view. Maybe I should raise it up. Oh my God, my enemies are talk. I don't know. I'm leaving this here. Well, I'm going to be progressing. I'm just going to be leaving it here. Well, I'm progressing. So I said, for the sake of people seeing us for the first time, I may okay, I guess make my what's it called very clear, because most people will be like, what is this guy doing? Like, they will just be looking at me. What am I doing? So what we're doing here is very, very simple. As I usually said, is more like we're teaching students on the path that's life after school. And this topic that I was saying is we usually tell people that it's crucial, it's very, very important. Student cannot do without it, yes. And is usually a kind of proven the foundation of failure in the if we're actually referring to undergraduates failing or them being frustrated in life. This is actually the root cause. Like, their outside life has always been the problem, yes, because if actually they know better, maybe they would have lived better. Do you get? And knowledge, they say, this power. So, and secondly, what we're doing here is beyond classroom or knowledge. School is not even 2 units. School was not even structured to teach you how to prepare for your life after school, how to make decisions, how to think, how to create or what you call solve real life problems. No, school was not, has not, and will not ever be designed to actually teach you that. Have you seen? So these are things that we a kind of observe, like, is the root cause of young people, despite their education, or what's it called, despite they are educated, despite they are knowledgeable, despite they are very very wise, they are still struggling, being underpaid, being confused about life, being stuck. I see. So it can really pain when we see graduated people, vital students, like fresh graduates, suffering. Like, we'll be like, that like, does it really mean that school is a scam? And it powers that people, that it just powers that saying, I mean, that people usually say that school is a scam. It powers it even more, yes, because when you get to see what's it called, people that graduated, of course they should be succeeding. That's the essence. They shouldn't be the same level with people or illiterate people. Do you get? So, but what we're seeing now is just more like them still being frustrated. Most times you even see illiterate people doing better than them, and everything now starts or bringing a kind of start thinking, like, men looking at it, I mean, it's going to start looking as if school is a wasted time, wasted energy, wasted resources, and all of that. It's literally what it's looking like, and this is just the root cause. Their life after school, nobody is teaching it. Like, they are not being guided on that path. So we're more like here, that's, I'm trying to detail down our objective, like what we're doing. So that's part of it, and we're more like here to really show them the loopholes, like things that they should be avoiding, like a kind of guide them on that part. You get, like, make them see reality, what real life holds. And we usually tell our students that this section stream is strictly for undergraduate student, because them, despite if you're not married, everything I was saying here has its way of helping you mindset everywhere, like developing your mindset and making you see from a different view. Do you get? So them, or them, what's it called, I will say something. Okay, them still in school is more like an advantage, because they still have the time, they still have the mileage, they still have the opportunity, they can still make mistake and get to unlearn things, learn things and unlearn things. Have you seen? So they actually have the time, the energy, have you seen, than people that have graduated already. So that's why we said, on an urgency section stream to reach thousands, millions, or hundreds of students, of undergraduate students, to really help them, like open their eyes, not to put fear, like make them see things that school is not teaching. Is more like opening their eyes. They expect their eyes is open, oh, but I don't know the kind of eye opening, but we know that is a kind of opening eye to more like reawake them from their unconsciousness, to make them see reality and prepare rightly for it. So that's more like our objective and what we're really set for, and a target as well. So guys, I hope first time viewers, I'm able to clarify the facts, I'm able to clear the ground. Don't mention. Anyway guys, so we're progressing. We have something on our thumbnail that says something like employment and unemployment, the one that works best, or the one that should the students should kind of prefer. I don't know, but I'm going to be a kind of, I will try detailing it down and try making some explanation here, so that even if I don't know, if you're this stage of confusion, like you get, so if you're actually confused about these things, you're actually going to start getting it right. Like we're going to be trying fixing that. So guys, so that's it. Moreover, the section stream is not going to be too lengthy. We just try our best to a kind of make it uh explanatory. Okay guys, so well, more like progressive. Firstly, we have, okay, I said we have something on our thumbnail which we're going to be emphasizing on shortly. That says employment versus self-employment, which path should students choose? Employment versus unemployment, which path will students choose? Now this is more like trying to detail down what these two things really means. Do you get, like trying to bring it down to students, trying to clear their doubts and their views about all these things, and actually helping them to see it clearly, like more like clarifying them on what it really means, and maybe them knowing it detail, like knowing it well is going to really help them in aligning well in whatever they should. Now the object, or the call, more like the aim of this session stream is just more like not to actually make you feel that employment is better than self-employment or whatever. It's just for you to know the difference between both of them. Like you should know the one that is going to be working best for you, and actually start up early. So that's just more like the aim that students should be that well really expecting students should to get. Anyways, so guys, so the first is more like the what's it called, the lie student belief. Now this is is patent, we're trying to is going to be relating to employment and unemployment. Do you get? So this is more like the lie they believe. Now so guys, sorry, I'll try fixing something. Okay. I think I should just adjust this in a bit, and maybe it's okay like this. So guys, so the next thought, okay, more like what we have here, kind of that, the big lie student believe, and I was trying to tell you that there is the big lie student believe, or most of them feel that, like it's just like a good number of students, if you get to ask students what's your intention, like what do you plan after university, they will just automatically tell you that they are going to be employed by the government. Have you seen? Literally, like without stressing themselves, they'll just tell you that I'm expecting to be employed, I'm going to be employed by the government. This is actually a big lie. Like it's not, it shouldn't be so, and students should a kind of actually know the difference, and like just like things that are going to be working out for them well. Now it's just more like many students thinking about employment as more like the best option. And although we're going to be detailing it that both of them have advantage and disadvantage, so we're coming to that. Now we said what is employment. Firstly, now like literally, simply, simply defining. Now, someone if we ask what is employment, do you get? It's just more like somebody working for government, working for an organization, working for a company. You're employed. Like if we're talking about employment, it's just like you being hired by anything. It can be any organization. Do you get the facts? What really defines an employment or that creates an employment and impression is once you're under somebody, probably not yours, that is employed. Like you're working for somebody and he or she is paying you. That's what employment looks like. And we're asking here, this employment characteristics like knowing a good, I don't know, let's say knowing a good employment, not making sense. No, like a kind of what really, guy, my view is very blow, but I'm going to be managing. So what I'm saying in essence is more like a characteristics of or employment is you're being paid like monthly, kind of that salary earners. Do you get? So it's just more like that and all of those stuff. So that's for what's it called? That's for employment. Then if we're talking about advantages of employment, we said if you're employed is more like a steady or salary, a steady salary, like a stable or income stream and all of that. Like you're going to be paid monthly now, a fixed price, a fixed amount. I mean, you're going to be what you call like a kind of or explore opportunities. Like you're going to be exposed. Like you're going to be you're going to be made. Like you're going to have to do with professionals and all of that. So this is more like what's employment, like advantages of employment. Now if we're talking about disadvantage of employment, most times it's more like jobs, you can get to lose job anytime. Yes, because someone is paying you, you're working for someone. The person can just decide, can just wake up one morning and be like, I'm sacking all my staffs. That is, you won't do anything. Like of course you're working for the person, he or she can sack you anytime. Now it's part of the disadvantage of employment. And most times restrictions, like although you're paid, although everything is working out well, but you're restricted. That's it. You don't have time of your own. You're working for somebody. The person has all rights to determine when your freedom is. So let's use bankers. Are we saying bankers? Yeah, yes. Let's use bankers for instance. Now bankers, like in the banking industry where, or I guess I may not be accurately a kind of exactly right or whatever, but I guess they're often or at what's it called going for work early in the morning, they're returning in the evening or late in the night. A kind of from what a kind of from our view, I'm not too sure of that, but that is it. So such person is going to actually it's he or she may be anywhere, but the problem there or whatever is more like the time restriction, a kind of or not having enough time maybe for himself or herself, all of that. Like there is a time restriction. You don't just decide things. You don't just like you don't just take up things without informing your boss or person you're working for. Obviously, so that is the part of disadvantage. Now the real life examples. Now many people think that employment, like them being employed, is just or everything is working out well. Life is going to be fixed. Things is going to be working out. So like what's it called? Like salary fees and all of that. But what's saying in essence is most times you can lose your job. Yes, is more like high rates. It's very very much possible. And unemployment, there is a very high risk because you just or structure yet and all of that. So it's just more unemployment. Maybe a self unemployment is trying to imply or a self business owner, someone you're doing business for yourself, maybe for some or like it's just particularly for you, and maybe you just decide what goes up and what goes down. Like you determine your growth, your income, and all of that. So we're trying to say what is unemployment, or sorry, employment. So still on the matter of employment, we say real life examples. People feel that employment is more like a secured work, but we're saying it has a lot of disadvantage. So what is self-employment? On the other hand, mind you were talking about unemployment and self-employment. Now, if we're really emphasizing on self-employment, just as the name implies now, self-employment, just like you taking up things by yourself, freelancing or graphic designing, any business that I'm doing for myself, it can be seen or referred to self-employment because I'm doing it for myself, just for myself, all for myself. I'm not working for somebody. Somebody, I'm not expecting any pay from somebody. I'm not just expecting a monthly salary. Now there is that is the definition. Now we said advantages of it is flexibility. I determine my growth. I determine my income, unlimited income. If I work hard, my income will increase. Like my income that I'm going to be gaining from a particular business that I'm personally running, you get is an advantage as well. The other hand, the disadvantage we said there's no steady income. Yes, you can lose this week, you can gain next week. It's always frustrating. Things get rough. Now we said unemployment. In regards to what's it called, disadvantage, like you ought to, like, if you're not disciplined, if you're not, or if you don't have patience, because most times it takes time to grow. You get, this is structure, this is or this is most times a movement, is a business that you're trying to build, you're trying to establish. Most times it takes time, they said every big thing started or gets to start small, and so you ought to build it. So that's always a starting point of everything. So we were saying at that starting point is not always easy, so it's part of you ought to have patience, you ought to be disciplined, and ought to be consistent. So if you're not if you don't have this future, it's you're going to struggle, like it's going to be affecting you, a kind of that. So we're more like progressing. That's for what's it called, that's for self-employment. So now expectation versus reality. Now people expect or feels that if they are employed, or things is going to be okay now, or there is steady salary, there is a safe work, all of that. But it doesn't work like that. It takes time to get, and growth requires time, and so a lot of things to really make it so make sense. So that's expectation versus reality or self-employment. People feel that if I'm self-employed, I have all the time, I am flexible, my business is flexible, I can decide to open, I can decide not to open, can decide to sleep all day. Do you get? But self-employment requires discipline, consistency, and patience, because most times if you're not disciplined, you may not be able to impute the necessary or work that is required to enable kind of the profitability of the business. You get? So it requires discipline, because tells your business what you want. So if you're not disciplined, you're going to be reluctant. That's just it. Okay, we still have few things. Maybe 30 minutes stream getting off. We don't want to be too lengthy. Employment versus reality. What's it called? Okay, employment versus reality. Now, what's it called? I don't know. Maybe okay, just like advising student, young people, undergraduate students, they should hope on both parts. Okay, just more like both parts have pressure now, and you said intelligent students focus on or merging both of them. Do you get merging the both of them in the sense they are going to be starting with employment. They'll start with working, they'll gain experience, gain ground, save money, have some ideas, and make some explore some opportunities then before they will get something started as a hustle, like starting up business or brand. Do you get? And they'll get to what's it called, transit gradually. They'll maybe if the business starts gaining, if they start gaining from the business more, they can easily quit job and focus on it. Obviously, so it's best to merge it up. Now merging it up, the procedure is just starting up with employment first, gaining experience, building up something, having to save a lot of money and all of that. So it's more like a best way of merging this up, and we said employment is more like, I don't know, gain, and unemployment is on or self-employment is kind of freedom. So you ought to have freedom as a human being. So imagine it up is the best option. Which is the best? That's the answer for that. We said employment best for students who needs employment is best for students who needs financial stability, who needs to build up brands. Oh, sorry, who needs to be explored, who needs to be exposed, a kind of exposure, who needs or knowledge. You get like that's for that's such students that employment is usually meant for. Like them now, people that I don't know, most people the employment is just best for them. Self-employment is best for students who already have skills. Yes, mind you, self-employment is your personal stuff, what you get to build your maybe a personal business or brand, just your personal stuff. You control it, you determine the outcome. That's more like personal stuff. Now I was saying okay. We said the unemployment is best for students who already have skill. Now maybe you have a digital skill. Now maybe you just choose to be unemployed because you want to go into tech industry, or you want to get into tech deeply in many things. So or like it's just somebody that is already competent in it. That's kind of business or the kind of stuff that fits. So that's okay. I don't know. Unemployment is a kind of or a kind of what fits such student. You get so that's more like that skills that support self-employment. Now this is since if you're choosing self-employment, skills that support it is more like tech. The world is getting digitalized. Everything is developing rapidly. Innovations everywhere. So if you're not on the side of tech, you're already missing. This is adaptability. Like you ought to adapt to changes. So what's saying what's it called, the skills that support self-employment. Since you're going to be self-employed, you should be very competent. Like you should be grounded. You get so more like tech or graphic designing, all this or what's it called, digital analysis, because this is more like you starting up your own store. So you should be very grounded and a kind of, I don't know what to say about that one. But what I'm saying in essence is it requires a lot of things. Yes, real life comparison and all of that. So it's just more like examples and what one can easily see. You get now. Let's just assume two students graduated in a set of a year, like more like in a certain year. Two students graduated maybe with the same degree. Or let's just assume the same degree. Now maybe one focus on or happen one focus on depending. I want to work or I want government employment. I want to work in an organization office. Now he or she neglected the aspect of learning skills, building up partners, a kind of as what's it called what's it called networking with people. I mean, or how he or she does not see the reason or did not even build up skill, no or life skill, nothing, just certificate. Now maybe he happens to build up a business, started off something, income stream. Maybe I started even earning before he or she graduates. Now, 2 3 years after graduation, the life, or the individuals or personalities is going to be very clear and different. Yes, one is going to be stuck, one is going to be or has a very clearer picture of what he or she is doing. Now, student A is going to be stuck. Student B is going to be very intentional, and he or she knows what he's doing because he or she started early and he has something or she has something already in ground before. So we don't want you to just get stuck or just graduate only seeing that or realizing that there's no work for you in the future outside there. You start blaming government or or state, all of that. It's not making sense. So the usually, if you're ever going to work, it may come, but you shouldn't depend on it. Like you shouldn't just put your mind there. You should have extra options. You should have things backing you up. You should have or things that you already or established, launched, things that a lot of or maybe a kind of income streams, things that gets you or money, a kind of things that feeds your bills even before you get graduate. You get so. This is a best the best advice you can give to our undergraduate student because them knowing this acting on it, like shaping their mindset to that, to start seeing things from that view, is going to really help them. It helps them a kind of on how they even think and how they react to things. So it's going to really help them to develop their mindset and oh, so that's it, guys. Well, we've exhausted today live stream section. A kind of well, guys. We're going to be going offline. All right. So thanks for actively participating. Everybody, user and Islomili. I don't know, like you guys joined initially and maybe or have something to fix and or get off. It's fine. Like you guys' presence was not taken for granted. We really got the fast and much love for that. So, we're going to be backing off now, and we'll see you probably tomorrow. Was shame maybe in our school, it kind of that. Okay, guys, so we're done. Like we're done in today's live session, so we'll probably get it off. So much love. Maybe just get to for or share video links to people. Invite people to our live stream session. Share our streams links. Follow us on other social media handles. Let's grow together. This is a movement. This is a strict movement to reach broader audience, a broader undergraduate students, a broader young people, to help you all to help them to really help them in changing their mindset and how they think, how they see things, how they get to act on things like in a more positive way. So that's it, guys. That's the vision.